What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. It's not even episodes anymore. It's just just me dueling. This is another festival replay I got. Synchro Link, my favorites, and since I love this summoning mechanics, I have a lot of decks that can synchro and link. So this time I have I call it Sinful Rescue. It's literally the Dire Bellstar package with Rescue Ace, facilitating your access to Hydrant, since it's a level 1 fire, right? I am playing against Swordsoul. I'm going second. I have Hydrant, Poplar, Ash Blossom, Fire Attacker, and the Wanted, right? So my opponent is going to play. It's going to start with Adhara. It's going to immediately link it off into Tenyi. So him doing this and activating Heavenly Circle to tribute the monk tells me that he has no starters in his hand. And I'm like, okay. Since, Swordsoul is not it's not a deck that, Ash really counters. There's really no ashable thing unless they go Swordsoul. I think it's called Emergence, the spell card. If they go Emergence first, searching for a starter, that's the only place you can ash. Or right here, like in this instance, we have Heavenly Dragon Circle, tributing the monk. He wants to tribute the monk so he can search for a starter, right? So I'm like, oh, perfect place to ash here, right? So he's gonna tribute the monk. I'm gonna ash this, and this should end his turn. He should have no starters, right? And yep, he sets one and passes. So it's my turn now. I draw. I drew the Contain, which is gonna be crucial. You're gonna see why. At the draw phase, I'm gonna want it here. Playing around drawing Lockbird. I don't want him to draw and Lockbird me because I need to search for Turbulence with my Hydrant, right? So I'm going to go Wanton. I'm going to get that Bellstar. Okay. Okay, so I am going to send Poplar to the graveyard. This is not even, I'm not even going minus here because Poplar, activates on going to the graveyard and then he places itself as a continuous spell. So Black Witch is going to activate, Poplar is going to activate, targeting itself. Poplar is going to go to the back row. And my Witch is going to get my Sinful Spoils. I'm going to activate Sinful Spoils, sending the Poplar. Here we go. I got a Rescue Ace here. And then since I special summoned a Rescue Ace monster, Fire Attacker triggers to special summon. I'm going to use the Wanted effect to draw one here, just to see my options. Well, okay, cool. I'm going to go High Hydrant. I'm going to search for the Turbulence. I'm going to normal summon the Hydrant and then link it off immediately into the IP Masquerade. Alright. And then at this point I get nibbed. I'm like, in my mind I'm like, you kind of like screwed up, right? You should have waited for Turbulence. He just went -2 right here. Because you're going to see why. He went -2. He could have just waited for the Turbulence to hit the field. And then before I activate the effect, he could have just kept this toggle on and triggered the Nibiru that way before I even activate Turbulence. Because this is not on summon. You have to summon him first and then, and then activate the effect, right? It's not on summon. Because it says right here, you see there's when it says you can banish 2 Rescue Ace cards from your graveyard, right? And the semicolon means it's not an inherent summon. So, I have to summon him first and then I have to activate the effect, right? So, I get the token, I go Turbulence here. I thought my opponent screwed up here, but it's just my opponent going -2 here. I'm going to activate Turbulence and he's going to have a drop play. He's going to send his Nibiru, which is fine. Well, okay, cool. I get dropleted here. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna set one and attack and pass. I'm so glad I drew the Contain. Because my Swordsoul players. I'm a Swordsoul player. You always draw the out, right? You draw the starter. You always draw the starter. I'm gonna contain this, and after it's contained, you know it. Oh, never mind. I don't have the hydrant, so it can be used as a link, but he's out of place. You know, I saw his hand. There's no private cards here. This is a Tenyi, and he has a Mo. Yeah, that's it. In graveyard, nothing to trigger here, unless he had the water Tenyi card, but doesn't have it. So my turn, right? I draw. I draw into another Turbulence. I'm like, cool. All right. So I'm going to activate Turbulence again here. I'm going to set 3 cards. I'm going to set Alert, Extinguish, and Rescue. And then I am just going to go into battle here. Simple, simple, simple. Go into battle. I have no other plays, that's why. And then he's at 1900. I'm looking pretty good right now. I got 3 cards set down. I got Extinguish. Even if he tries to summon a token, I can pop it with Extinguish. Oh no, I don't think you can pop tokens, right? I'll pop the Swordsoul card. But I'm looking fantastic here, right? So he draws, and he Swordsoul players. He drew the Long Yuan here. I'm like, okay. So he sends it hard. I'm gonna go rescue here just to get the Hydrant on the field and get those bonus effects. Get the good old Hydrant on the field. He's gonna summon his Long Yuan, and then right away I'm gonna go extinguish. I'm gonna extinguish his Long Yuan. He's gonna use Heavenly Circle to banish itself. Grab a Worm Monster, I believe. I'm gonna go Alert here. I'm gonna add a Impulse just in case I need to. He's gonna go Vishuda, and I'm like, oh, he's going into a Psychic and Punisher play here. I'm like, yikes. It's a pretty good play for my opponent. He's really low on life, and I'm at full life. So he goes Pep here. He goes into battle. His monster gains a lot of attack. I'm going to use Impulse here to summon just another Rescue Ace on the field. I go Fire Engine. He goes to 96. And he attacks over my Turbulence. And I'm like, cool, right? Look at my life points. They're 1400. His is 1900. That means that his Psychic and Punisher is not unaffected by cards. So that means I can play over it. And I'm like, I was thinking here, I'm like, what can I do here? I still have a Hydrant, right? So Hydrant, I can search for. I need to recycle the Extinguish, because I'm thinking that's probably like the only way I can get him off the field, right? Extinguish. I don't have Goddess. I don't think I have Goddess. Do I have Goddess? No, I do not have a Goddess here. So I have to do the Extinguish play. So how do I get it back into the deck so I can search it with Turbulence that I have in my hand, right? So here I go Hydrant, right? Yeah. Activate Hydrant. I bring out Airlifter. Airlifter is going to search for my field spell. I'm going to search for Rescue Ace Headquarters. I'm going to activate Headquarters. I'm going to activate Headquarters and put back all my back row cards. I draw 1. I go Turbulence here. Banish the Turbulence and the Impulse. Boom. My opponent has like, he's still thinking like, how are you going to out it, right? Since I have Hydrant on the field, I can activate it right away, the Extinguish, right? So I go Turbulence, I set 4. This deck's pretty good, man. I can't wait for the support. And then because of Hydrants, I get to activate Extinguish, and I just extinguish his card, and that's it. That was it. He's not unaffected because my life points are lower than his. And then I attack with Turbulence for a game. Yeah, pretty cool, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till this deck has its support. It's gonna be a fun deck to play, for sure, for sure, for sure. Like a top tier deck. I'm not sure if maybe tier 2, tier 1. Who knows? Right now, Snake Eyes is on the zero scale, so we shall see, man. But yeah, this was from the event. It was pretty cool. I loved the event. I enjoyed it. Completed it super easy. I played Scareclaw and Rescue Ace and Swordsoul, I believe. But yeah. Let's do all the YouTube stuff, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to cook up more videos for y'all. This is yeah. This is Messy signing out.